Hey everyone, welcome back to Safety Optional, where tonight we're working on our Jeep project again. We're going to pull the engine out of this and stick it into this.
Why? Really?
I'll have mac and cheese.
The dipstick comes out of the oil pan. Eric's not underneath.
One's underneath. Okay, cool.
Whoa! I almost fell to my death just now.
Oh, that's probably a little bit.
Hooah!
And where's the other GoPro?
It is up in this like hard pipe too. It smells bad. Oh shit, he's big.
The bottom of this is a job.
Got it. That was it.
It's gonna get dirty.
Oh wait, that's the wrong way. yes, Matt went righty-loosey. It's just like old times.
What's Matt disconnecting down there?
Yes, it's just a giant ground leg.
All right. So you may wonder what's the big picture here, because we kind of just jumped into this project without giving an overview. But right now we're trying to get the engine out of that Tahoe, and guess I'll take you back about 10 years when my brother Eric found this lovely Comanche pickup for sale on the internet for $300 or a shotgun. And he and I drove down to Stroud, Oklahoma and picked it up, and he haggled him down to $200. And we jacked it up onto my trailer with a come-along and pulled it back up here, and then it sat where you saw it in episode 1 until we moved it around here. So the plan for the build, well, we're going to take the 5.3 liter out of that Tahoe and get it working in this Jeep. Once we get it working, we're going to go vaporize these crummy little tires that are on the back here. Probably tear up the Dana 35 that's in the back of this in the process. But we're going to have a good time. Once we get all the kinks worked out with the V8 running, then we'll worry about either hotting the V8 up. We'll probably leave it stock for a while though, and focus on getting the interior nice and clean, functional. Probably put bucket seats out of a late model car in there, get it cleaned up, and then we'll work on the body. And we're probably thinking about, rather than try to paint this body, we'll probably end up doing a wrap or something like that just to make it look pretty rad. We got a long ways to go, but it's going to be a fun project. As you can see, it's real. We're really making progress. We've got the V8 to go in here. This has been done a lot. We're not blazing any new territory here by doing a V8 swap on this, but it's still a very, very cool project. So with that, I'm going to get back to work.
Big bang. Or not. Or not.
Is that the drive shaft?
Drive shafts off.
Well, I'm Eric. These are my trucks.
It's full of goo. Hang on. So here's a little change in plans. So we're having trouble getting the bell housing unbolted from the back of the engine block. So we're gonna have to pull the engine and transmission in one shot, just like we did on the Jeep truck here. But luckily, we've got a brand new gantry crane that's a beast that'll be able to pull this thing, you know, with no problem. I'm gonna cheat and read the manual.
Yeah, read the manual. It won't be hard to get it the rest of the way out, Colin.
That light over there. Near that light over here.
Put it on a head bolt.
Is the training mount loose?
No.
No?
I haven't. I know.
Okay.
It's at the back of the transmission at the crossover.
Oh man, this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how to get to that.
We need to take the steering shaft off?
Or the,
Those hoses are loose.
Steering
You
shirt-
can bend them out of the
or
way.
the, do we need to take the, exhaust manifold off again? No, that wouldn't help.
We probably do need to take that manifold off.
Status update. We've got all the wiring disconnected. We've got motor mount bolts kind of loose. We've taken the exhaust manifold off on that side. All the hoses, lines, and everything are disconnected. We're literally right now trying to find attachment points for our hoist, get the transmission busted loose from everything underneath. We've already got the drive shaft out, and we're having to disconnect the shaft for the steering to be able to get access to the motor mount bolts. So there's a lot that goes into this. Just basically everything needs to come apart. So while Colin and I have been working up under the hood, Eric and Matt have been really busy underneath the car. Let's tune in with them for a closer look.
We took the bolts out of the back of the transmission mount.
Oh, I see what you're meaning. By popping the thing off there.
You got it. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, that would probably be reinstalled if we wanted it to.
Take a break, get the pop, take a test.
All right, I believe we are set down there.
You want to keep taking that other one?
The two newest dudes are both in criminal. Can you get it out of there? Hand it here, Evan. There you go.
Be gentle, that O2 sensor. You okay?
Back up. Take a break.
You get a pop.
Me too, please. Oh, you got it on?
Yeah, I got one out.
Yay! Look at all that room. Not that we're going to use them at all, because there it is. We're free. We are free. He spun around in that heavy ass DeWalt ratchet. Bam! So it was assault. He's gonna have a lump on his head. It spun around. Right? Look above his head. Look above his eye.
Oh no, you're gonna have a
There's a, what do you mean gonna have a bump?
He looks like Cardi B.
Oh my god! Thank God it's there, not my actual eye.
Cardi B. Can I get
All right, we are partway through the engine removal. And it's hanging from our gantry crane. And everything's busted loose except for the fuel line. You see we got the motor mounts loose on that side. Matt's here wiggling it while Dr. Colin is trying to
I need more. I need more.
Those two lines are our problem at this point.
Give me a 15 mil opening wrench. Eric, I got the engine.
Okay, got the engine? Here we go. All right.
15 mil opening gear wrench. There you go. Hold the engine. I got the engine.
We're getting there. We'll have her out in just a little bit.
Get a 16.
Go. I'm gonna angle.
Guide it from that way?
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe pull it.
Okay,
hold on, stop.
Up and away.
You guys watching? Forward about 2 inches. Here, my way.
Oh, that's good. Just hold on. Okay.
Okay,
We're just gonna give it a backwards push.
well, just don't.
Is it neutral? Oh, okay.
That has to go in the video. Oh, well, let me check.
All right, let's push. Let's go.
Hold him because it's so frictionless that the
Yeah, I know it's the engine's rolling.
engine doesn't.
Molly, watch out! You have to turn.
Yeah, you're gonna have to push that pallet over to the left all the way.
Let's put this. All right, guys. Tonight we got the engine pulled out of our Tahoe and ready to start prepping it to go into the Jeep truck. It's going to be a long process. Probably have to go in and out a bunch. But the hardest part of that is done. We're ready to start tinkering around with figuring out how to get it into the Jeep. Next step's probably going to be cleaning up the engine compartment here, getting rid of all the dead weight, getting all the wiring harness removed out of the Tahoe so we can get rid of the Tahoe, and probably put a front lift kit on this to raise it up so we've got enough clearance for the oil pan underneath the axle. So we're to the point where we can really start doing actual improvement work on the Jeep truck. So thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys following along. Eric, you have anything to say?
Nope.
All right, for safety optional, I'm Evan.
I'm Colin.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Matt.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.